This video is a brief overview of how to view applications that have been submitted and their statuses, as well as upload documents to those applications. If you go to the main menu in Infinite Campus, find Census, and expand the menu, you may have to scroll down a little bit, but you should see a section for online registration. Click on Application Processing. This is our main search menu for applications. Couple of things we need to know. Before you search for an application, you need to select the configuration group. That is either going to be, more than likely, for new students, the K-12 for current year application, or the annual update for students for the current year. We also have a pre-K application configuration group that can be selected. So I'm going to do our K-12 for new students. If you know the status of the application, you can change that there. Most of the times to search for an application, we'll leave that on all. Given the application number, type in the number here at the top and hit search. It will go straight to the application. If you know the student's name, you can enter the student's last name here, first name here, and search. If you know the parent's name, although it doesn't say parent name, these two boxes are for the parent's name. So parent's last name here, first name here, and hit search. When parents are completing an application, oftentimes they get stuck on the very first page, so it may not have the student's name yet. So sometimes if you cannot find the application, searching by parent, first and last name may give you better results. If you still cannot find the application, you can check the include unsubmitted applications. Sometimes parents think that they hit the submit button and they really did not. Though if that were the case, if you check the include unsubmitted applications checkbox, it would show you whether the application has been completed or not. It defaults to exclude posted applications, but if you're having trouble finding the application, you could uncheck the posted applications checkbox, and that will show you any applications that have already been approved. So I'm just going to do a general search here for all the applications that are open. When you search, your applications will come up in a list here by parent name. And for these applications, you can also see right from this window what the application status is. For example, this application's on hold. And you can see the comments that have been added by the person that's last to review the application. So if a parent calls and is wondering what the status of their application is, you can search for it, tell them the status, and read the comments to determine if they are missing any documents or if we need anything from them. Once you review an application, if you click once on the application, it will show the student's name and projected school and grade level. From this screen also, while you have it, just click once. You have the option to resend the initial email here at the bottom. So if a parent needs to be able to go in and add something or change something, you could resend that initial email. Once the application is highlighted, if you double click on the application, it will open up to this screen here. See if I can move this out of the way. If you have a parent that brings in a document or needs to add or change something to the application, you do have the ability to open the application from the screen. So you click open. Once the window pops up with the application, hit begin. And then you can navigate to whatever section that particular document goes in. Let's say it is student and birth certificate. So you could navigate there, click upload, and upload that document, and then make sure you save and continue at the bottom. And that would be very helpful for your data clerk to be able to add documents to the application. If you're in the application, you can save from there. You could simply close back out of it from this window is fine. From this main screen, you can also hit next. If you add any documents to the application, you can always come in here in staff comments and type what has been added and put your initials by it so that your data clerk knows what has been added or changed since they last reviewed the application. If you are doing an initial review of an application, this is also where you can place the application status on hold, and in the staff comments list all of the particular documents that are missing. When you place an application on hold, the email comments are what parents actually see. So you would also want to list any documents that need to be turned in this box as well, so that parents get the email and it shows them exactly what they need to submit. If you do happen to change the status to hold, when you hit save, that is going to send that parent an email letting them know that it is on a hold. We do ask that you do not mark anything approved or pending district review. We would like our data clerks and registrars that are trained to review applications to be the ones that do the final review on those, to mark them pending district review before they come to the central office for review. All right, so if you need to navigate back, you can navigate back here. You can also hit return to search if you need to go back to that main search menu. And that is pretty much it for how we can look up the status of an application in Census application processing.